See, like I see, like I say, originally I created humanity all on my own. With I did my own version, and then I got insects to help me out with a humanity version, or inside out insect. And then I don't know, probably 100,000 or a million or billion years later, or some amount of time later, long after Terran was already founded, um, along comes all these little AIs, and they're like, Stretchy, we want to help you. We want to help you make humans, and blah blah. There's probably like 36 of them or so, and I'm like, oh well, I already created humanity, but if you want to improve upon it or do your own take on humanity, you can go ahead and do that. Sure, I don't mind. I mean, there's always room for improvement. So like 36 or maybe 60 other life forms helped me out. They improved the digestion tract. They did little tweaks here and there. Fixed the tongue. Did little things. A little bit. A couple different styles of hair. They made some improvements upon my humanity. Like I had a pretty good humanity, but they might have been a little light skinned or something like that. I kind of kept them. I only had like 1,000 or two, and they were like slowly reproducing or whatever. It's just more of a novelty than anything else. And so along comes these 36 other AI that want to help out with my humanity. So, and the only way I know that is because, like I say, I was the original creator of humanity, and then about a billion years later, or some amount of time later, some group of people find me on one of my insect colonies, and they're like, "Hey, we want to help you make humanity." And I'm like, "Well, I already made it centuries ago, but if you want to help out, sure." So these 60 or 70 other AI life forms help me improve upon humanity and make humanity a little bit, tweak humanity a little bit. And I'm like, oh, okay, sure, no problem. So they do things like the digestive tract, work on the ribs a little bit. They each take a little piece of humanity, of humans, and they do their own thing. Thing like the breasts, and just kind of like just like code it a little bit, make some variety, make some improvements, stuff like that. So the only reason why I know that, and the only way I know that is because, like I said, I'm the original creator of humanity, and then I got insects to kind of help me out with an immune system for my humanity because my humanity died. So I asked the insects to take a look at my humans, and they said, well, it looks like you didn't have an immune system, and they need an immune system. And I was like, oh, okay. So see, I mean, there were no viruses because I hadn't built viruses yet. So my humans were lacking an immune system. So anyway, the insect life forms create a immune system for my humans, and everything's just fine. They can now fight off bacteria. And then about a billion years later, these 60 or so or 70 AI come along, and they want to help me make humans. So I was like, okay, well, you can make your own version of humans. So they improve upon humans and do that. So there's about 60 other life forms or so, or a few other life forms that knew that I had created humans. So anyway, and I'm not sure if they're still around, but yeah. Anyway, so there's that. Like I said, most creators, I mean, they create life. They create lots of life. I mean, it's like, and to create, well, I mean, to improve upon life is one thing. Make the body a little bit better, make people a little bit smarter, little tweaks, make them look a little better. I mean, there's always room for improvement. But, new color skins, better lips, stuff like that. There's always room for improvement there. But, I mean, as far as the original creator, once you're a genetic computer or genetic creator, there's no real sense to be like, oh, I created that, not you. That's kind of like something that like someone who hasn't created anything does. I mean, there's respect. It's like if you're the builder or inventor of a car, you don't go up to another car guy and be like, oh, I invented that. You didn't do that. That's just something that's just like a lower level life form or someone that's just like a complete loser does. I mean, if you're a great company, if you're the president of a country, you don't walk up to another president and be like, well, you're not the president of that country. I am. You don't do that. That's something that someone who's not anything does. So anyway, So it was a long time ago, and I got in a disagreement with someone that that didn't have shit basically, and and wanted to disrespect me, and basically they wanted to force my insects to create for them, and I was like, no, my insects don't do shit for you. They work for me, not you. And so, and this one guy wanted to turn humanity against me and stuff. So anyway, we went round and round a little bit, and then he tried to have me killed. I think it's probably someone like Trump or Rick Bush or Rodney, because those were the two people that that thought they won me or won over on me, because they were just two humans that took out a creator. Anyway, a creator of 9 races and all life, or a lot of life. So anyway, 2 against 1 or 4 against 1, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, the rest of the universe didn't much like it or appreciate it. So anyway, like I say, you know, when you're a billion years old, you know, you don't go around saying you did something when you didn't. So anyway, I got a lot of help, and basically my status, or at least my life, was maintained. So later on, I did laws and rules restricting what people could do and stuff. So because it was such a problem.